evening, everyone. My name is SYAKIRAH BINTI MAHADI. So today I'll be discussing on the topic of human tear protein. So tears are something that we experience frequently. For some people that might experience it daily, like me. Do you know that our tears actually contain hidden clues about our health? Do you know?
No.
They actually do. So today I'll be discussing the fascinating topic of the human tear proteins, and specifically we will be looking into the proteins found in tears and their implications for our health. We will also explore how tear protein can act as biomarkers for ocular health and help us understand factors that influence tear protein. So, what are tears composed of? Do you know that tears are not just water? They contain a complex mix of proteins, lipids, and also other molecules. And the key proteins that can be found in tears are immunoglobulins, lysozyme, lactoferrin, and lipocalin, which each can play different and unique roles to our body. So, despite their function in our body, where are tear proteins mainly from? Tear proteins originate from three sources, which are the lacrimal gland, ocular surface epithelia, and the blood vessels in conjunctiva. The lacrimal gland produces proteins like immunoglobulin A, lysozyme, lactoferrin, and lipocalin. And these proteins can help combat infections and maintain tear stability, and also manage lipid solubility for a healthy tear flow. So, I have found recent findings or studies about human proteins, and in this study, they collected samples, tear samples, and the samples are commonly collected using Schirmer strips, where a small paper strip is placed in the eye to soak up tears. So once the tears are collected, proteins are extracted and analyzed using advanced methods. Some of the examples of the advanced methods including tandem mass specs and mass spectrometry. And these methods are what help us understand the protein composition and the relative abundance in each sample. On the other hand, in these studies, they also found differences in tear proteomes between different places, Oregon and Florida. This suggests that differences in climate and environment can influence tear protein composition. And they also found that greater volume in tear samples can provide greater protein recovery and variability. And this suggests that not just environment and timing, but tear volume is also a key factor in tear composition. So why do we need to study tear proteins? What are the importance of learning tear proteins? So the main reason to study tear proteins is because it has promising applications in identifying biomarkers. For what? For diseases like dry eye syndrome, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. So I'll give you an example from a study that also a finding that I found. So, in this study, they explored how protein in tears help diagnose and treat dry eye syndrome. In the research, they discovered a specific proteins that are linked to tissue damage in dry eye. And the proteins are like matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs. And these proteins is what causes dry eyes. And what the study found is they can inhibit the production of the proteins by using, for example, doxycycline. So by using doxycycline, they can aid treatment for dry eyes. But the question is, how do we recognize these proteins, or what we call as biomarkers? There are few techniques actually that can be used to identify these biomarkers, which is by proteomics. And what proteomics do is identify and analyze the proteins present in a specific sample. For example, the tear proteins that we collected. So by analyzing and identifying the proteins present in a sample, we can understand the specific role for each protein, and if the protein causes diseases like dry eye syndrome, we can know how to combat the problem. It's like you discover the main problem, the main source of the problem, and once you found the main source, you can know the solution to the problem. And that's how it okay. So this approach, proteomics and the tear study, can provide a deeper understanding of biological systems at the protein level, and it can offer insights into the both normal function and potential disorders. So, in conclusion, human tear studies provide valuable insights into ocular health through non-invasive biomarker discovery. And I personally think that with further research, tear analysis could become a powerful tool in diagnosis and understanding eye and systemic diseases. So that's all from me. I'll be happy to answer questions if there's any question.
I have
Yes.
a question. So I wonder, how does the tears contribute to our mental, emotional health?
How tears regulate emotions?
Yeah.
So, in that sense, tears help regulate emotions by reducing stress hormones like cortisol. And by reducing the stress hormone, it can promote bonding. It can regulate emotions by reducing stress hormones, and at the same time, it can also promote social bonding with the presence of others. For example, if you like sad at the time and you have someone with you at the moment, so the person can console you, so that can create bond between you and the other person. So next.
Why do people cry when cutting onion?
Okay, I know this question will be asked. So, onions actually releases a sulfur-containing compound. It is called as syn-propanethyl S oxide when you cut the onion. So that's what irritates your eyes when you cut onions. So the lacrimal gland will be triggered by the irritants, and it will flush out the irritants. That's why you cry. It's what your tears is what the irritants are. So that's basically it. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you.